Hey everyone, it's Akos here from Flow and welcome back to my channel. Today we will reviewing the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, which I've been testing it for a while now, and honestly this might be the first foldable that actually feels like a proper everyday phone. It's thinner, lighter, faster, and Samsung finally nailed that premium feel, but it's still not perfect. So in this video I will break down what is awesome, what is still annoying, and it's worth that crazy price tag. So let's jump in. Alright, let's get into the unboxing. So inside the box, pretty standard Samsung setup. You've got the Fold 7 right on the top, super thin the moment you pick it up. Underneath, the usual paperwork, USB-C to USB-C cable, and yep, no charger again. And that's it, Samsung keeping it minimal. No surprises here, but honestly, this phone doesn't need much to impress right out of the box. First time holding it, it's way slimmer than I expected. The hinge feels solid, the edges are smoother, and it doesn't have that bulky feel older folds used to have. That one I've got here is the blue. Looks really premium under the light. Definitely feels more refined than last year's Fold. Alright, let's get this thing powered on and let's jump into the design and the build. The design of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 is where you see the Samsung's years of refinement. This is the 256GB model, and right away you can tell how premium it feels. Thin, solid, and perfectly balanced. The hinge is tighter, folds flat, and that brushed aluminum frame gives it a really sleek look. It feels less like a prototype and more like a proper everyday phone. At just 8.9mm folded and around 215 grams, it's way more comfortable in the hand and pocket. The matte finish on the back helps with grip, and that slim hinge line makes it look cleaner than any previous Fold. Even the small details stand out, the click of the buttons, the flush edges, and that gorgeous silver accent running along the spine. It just feels complete. And now, before we jump into the next part, a quick shout out to today's sponsor. So this video is sponsored by Orico. I've been using their brand new FlashPod 20GB per second portable SSD for a weeks now, and honestly, it's the perfect match for this Fold 7. It's tiny, like thumb-sized, yet it transfers data at insane speed up to 20GB per sec, which means I can move full 4K and 8K footage from my Fold 7 in seconds. It's got dual storage modes, so you can plug it straight into your phone or magnetically attach it to a rig or a gimbal setup, perfect for mobile creators or anyone filming on the go. And the build is seriously solid, sleek, minimal, and super portable. Orico's all about small changes making a big difference, and this little drive has definitely sped up my editing workflow. So if you want to check it out for yourself, I've dropped the Orico FlashPod link in the description. Go take a look and level up your storage game. And thank you Orico for sponsoring this video. So performance-wise, this thing is a beast. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 runs on the new Snapdragon 8 Elite 4 Galaxy with 12 gigs of RAM, and it shows. Everything just feels snappy. Opening apps, multitasking, running multiple windows at once, it all flows perfectly smooth. But what really impressed me was the gaming. I loaded up Wuthering Waves, maxed out the graphics, and it ran absolutely flawlessly. The frame rate stayed stable, animations looked stunning on that massive inner display, and the sound coming from the stereo speaker really pulled me in. Even after about an hour of gameplay, the phone just got a little warm around the hinge, nothing dramatic and no performance drops at all. The large screen actually makes games like this feel almost console-like. You get all that space for controls, visuals, and immersion. So yeah, if you love gaming, the Fold 7 handles it easily. Smooth visuals, fast response, and enough cooling to keep this thing stable. It's honestly one of the best foldables I've played on so far. Now let's speak about the display. So, on the front, you get a 6.5-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X cover screen that finally feels right, bright, sharp, and super responsive at 120Hz. It's just perfect for quick messages, scrolling, or just using it like a normal phone. But once you open it up, that's where the magic happens. The 8-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X main display is absolutely gorgeous. Vivid colors, deep blacks, and peak brightness of 2600 nits. Even outside in direct sunlight, it stays crystal clear. Watching videos, playing games, multitasking, everything just looks incredible on the screen. The crease is still there, sure, but you stop noticing it the moment contents fill the display. This is the kind of display that makes you forget you are on a phone. It feels like a mini tablet instead. It's just amazing. Now let's talk a little bit about the software, because this is where Samsung is really refined the whole Fold experience. The Fold 7 runs One UI 8 on top of Android 16, and honestly it feels smoother and smarter than ever. Everything just flows naturally between the two screens. You can start something on the cover display, open the phone, and picks up instantly on the main screen. No lag, no wired resizing. Multitasking has been seriously improved too. You can drag and drop apps into split view, resize windows freely, and even save custom layouts for the setups you use most, like YouTube, Notes, and Browse, all at once. Samsung's also added smarter AI features this year. Things like real-time translation, photo editing suggestions, and voice-to-text that actually keeps up. They are subtle, but they make day-to-day use a bit more fluid. And of course, you get 7 years of software and security updates, which is massive. It means this phone should stay fast, secure, and up to date for a long time. Something that really matters at this price. So yeah, battery life of the Fold 7 is good, but not amazing. It's got the same 4400 mAh dual cell battery as last year. And while the new chip and display are more efficient, you can still feel the strain of that huge inner screen. On lighter days, social media, a few messages, and some YouTube, it'll get you through the day just fine. But if you're gaming, watching longer videos, or using that big screen a lot, you'll be reaching for the charger by late afternoon. It supports 45-watt wired fast charging, 15-watt wireless, and 4.5-watt reverse wireless, which is nice. A 30-minute top-up gets you roughly 60–70%, but yeah, no charger in the box as usual. Thermals are pretty well managed though. Even when charging or gaming, it just gets a bit warm around the hinge, never hot. So overall battery life is decent, not great. You will be fine on the most of the days, but power users definitely need a power bank nearby. And now let's speak about those cameras. The Fold 7 finally gets the camera upgrade we've all been waiting for. You're getting a 200 megapixel main sensor, a 12 meg ultra wide, and a 10 meg telephoto with 3 times optical zoom, plus a 10 meg selfie camera on the cover screen. The 200 meg main lens is seriously impressive. Photos are sharp, detailed, and colors look vibrant without being overdone. Low light shots are way cleaner too, with more natural tones and less noise. The ultrawide is solid and keep colors consistent, while the 3 times zoom does a good job for portraits or medium shots, but yeah, anything beyond that starts so soften a bit. Video quality is great too, up to 8K at 30 FPS or 4K at 60, and stabilization is rock steady. Overall, the Fold 7 camera is now really good. It's still not reached the S25 Ultra camera level, but it's very close. And now let's wrap this up, guys. So after using the Galaxy Z Fold 7 for a while, I can say this. Samsung didn't reinvent the wheel, but they definitely perfected it. The screens are incredible, performance is smooth, and the cameras finally feel flagship level. Sure, the battery could still be better, but overall this thing just worked beautifully. If you're coming from a Fold 5 or anything older, you'll notice the difference straight away. But if you already have the Fold 6, it's more of a nice refinement than a must upgrade. For me, this is the most polished foldable Samsung ever made. And honestly, this is the first one that feels it's ready for everyone. Alright, that's it for my Galaxy Z Fold 7 review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe please if you haven't yet, and I'll catch you in the next one.